In this video, I'm going to describe to you the worst case scenario for a randonneur on the road. I'm going to be describing things from a motorist's perspective. Now, it's 6:30 in the morning and I've just turned onto a really busy highway. I haven't had much sleep last night, so I'm quite grumpy. I am driving on a highway that I've driven 1,000 times, and so I know this highway so well that I don't have to even think about what I'm doing when I'm driving on this highway. I've got a guy driving behind me with his brights on, and he is right up my tail trying to push me to get to work as quickly as possible. I've got a stream of oncoming cars with their bright lights on as well at this time of the morning that is totally unnecessary. I've got the radio on, which is telling me about the most precarious political situation that we have in the country. My senses at this stage as a motorist are totally overwhelmed by all the things that I have to think about just to try to get to work safely. And if I come across a cyclist under these conditions and I cannot see that cyclist with enough time to react to the cyclist, this can lead to a really difficult situation. Now, one of the ways in which you can improve your visibility on the road as a randonneur is to wear either a reflective jacket and reflective anklets. These are guaranteed to at least improve your visibility on the road. To tell us more about the importance of wearing reflective jackets and anklets, I've turned to our two resident guests, that is Fred Shannon from Ontario and Josh Haley from Ohio.
We require the reflective vest even on a full daylight ride. You don't have to be wearing it on a full daylight ride, but we want you to wear it close to sunrise and sunset. As far as clothing goes, that's the only requirement that we'll enforce. Bright clothing is recommended. It certainly does make you a lot more visible, especially in the low light times. Like that's when it's really hard to see. Anything that's sort of a dark gray or black is in those times of sunset and sunrise where everything is muted. That's when bright colors can really stand out.
In Rusa, we require a reflective jacket and ankle straps in low light conditions, but in general, more is better as far as visibility on the bike goes.
Yes, sir, this is Jeff. Good morning.
Good morning, morning.
Who is it?
Regan.
Oh, it's Regan. Hey,
Yes.
good to see you.
Good morning to you all. Hi.
From Canada.
Canada, that's right.
For new riders, because I don't want this to be a barrier to entry, I always recommend these, like $10 reflective suspenders on Amazon, which are easy for them to get, so that there's no excuse, and they fold up really nice, and you can fit them in a frame bag or heck a jersey pocket. They would not cut they would not be accepted at an event like PBP or anything like that. But my advice to them is like this will get you through some of your first brevets, and then the idea is if they're doing full series and training for a large event like a PBP, they're going to accumulate the right gear before they get there.
Yep, and that little strappy deal that you're talking about from Amazon too is also like the best possible vest you can wear when it's hotter than hell outside.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah. Nothing breathes like it. Like I still have a set of them that, even though I don't really like them, I'll use if it's over 85 and I'm riding in Florida.
And if it's the kind of day where you have to put on a lot of layers, they go on over top of that too.
When I just started randonneuring, I went to Mark's workwear and bought one of the construction vests, and I used to ride with the construction vest. It was a big heavy vest, but I was super safe. I could be seen forever.
Yeah, I call that the vest of shame, and I keep a spare one in my truck. That way, when a rider shows up with a gear, like that's what they get.
I asked our two guests, why is wearing ankle reflectors such an important thing for randonneurs?
Your legs are always moving, so those reflectors, they remind me of the little reflectors that used to come on your bike from Canadian Tire, or I guess you guys know them at Walmart. They're basically, because they reflect but they're also moving, they really catch the eyes of other road users, right? Vehicles and walkers and things like that.
Yeah, I've supported a couple of events at night where I'll come up on a rider like half a mile back, and it is a very distinct human-looking motion, whereas anything that's static, like especially if you are starting to zone out while you're driving, like from far away starts to look like a mailbox or a reflector. Versus
or I've been told, I was pulled up and a driver told us, a group of us, that we looked like a tractor, because there were about 6 of us who were reflecting back to them, but it was those ankle straps that had them realize, oh, these are people. So reflectors on the wheel rim, right? I'm gonna be running like a white reflector on the front and a red on the back. It's gonna be a nice Tron looking bike, I hope. But you don't even have to buy the reflectors. You can actually even get tires that have a reflective strip around them as well. Usually marketed at urban commuters, right? So it's usually like an urban commuter tire. It's really hard to find one with a reflective strip that's also tubeless, by the way. I find you have to choose one or the other, because I guess they figure that all the urban commuters are all using tubes. But anyway, it's something, and it certainly lights up from the side. So I would be focused more on making the bike visible from the side, because I think you have a lot of real estate to work with, and that's how I might tackle that problem.
That's exactly what I did with mine. I used this 3M retro reflective black tape, both on the side of the bike as well as on my bike rim, because I've got a disc rim, so I've got plenty of real estate, and it is super, super visible if there is any headlight hitting it. And having it, I think, on the wheel or the spoke is definitely key, because once again, it's not just a static reflection, it's this moving thing that's kind of moving out of sync of your translational movement, and that really stands out.
The aim of this video was essentially to highlight the importance of wearing reflective material as a randonneur. Wearing reflective material on the road is absolutely critical to keeping you safe as a randonneur. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Until the next time I see you guys, please ride safely.